throw the switches.
10,000 microwatts of knowledge.
Let's get down to business.
Obsessed with more nude celebrities than TMZ.
Damn it! I'm not going to see this man dangle for your delight.
You're listening to The Director's Cut.
The nation's #1 show about
The movies.
Good movies. Nothing more and nothing, well, maybe less.
Creating the idiot, one village at a time. The Director's Cut.
Better than listening to dead air.
You're listening to The Director's Cut.
In the studio, we have Chris Maloney. Actually, not in the studio, at his house. We have Chris Maloney.
Hello.
Hello, Chris Maloney.
Hello, Gian Gutierrez.
And then in the studio, we have the lovely Harley Quinn 505, Miss Steph Sugar herself. How are you, Steffi? Hold on. Oh, wait, sorry, I had your mic off.
I'm good. I'm warming up her burrito.
You're warming up
her burrito is warming me up.
Wow.
Yes.
Wow, that's an interesting way to warm a burrito.
Yes.
May not be.
This is not being recorded.
It is not.
It's such a shame.
You could also get a yeast infection that way.
No! Not...
Isn't that...
God, that's terrible. Anywho. As Dan munches on burrito that he almost forgot about. Wait, I thought it had no eggs. Is this the traditional
What?
New Mexico? What is it?
I thought they had no eggs. What the hell happened?
Oh, no, this one's no meats.
Yeah, no
but it's
meats.
eggs. Dang it. Dang it.
Oh, I got the 10. Are they both the 10?
Both 10s.
No.
All right, it's a 10.
Welcome to Director's Cut Radio. We are that show about movies and a whole lot more. It's Corona edition, and
I
what?
did bring a special guest.
You brought a special guest today. Who is that special guest? And I see her.
It's Britney Spears. You see her? Do you see her? Britney Spears is in the studio. Hi. She's here, and she's plastic, and she's fantastic. And I can't tell if I did this haircut to her or not, or if she was literally sold this way. Is she sold this? Look at this.
All right, so for those that are playing along in the car or audio edition of Director's Cut Radio, Steph is holding a Barbie doll that is a Britney Spears Barbie look-alike.
I'm actually real. She's real.
And much like Sven, is it Sven from Frozen?
Sven?
The
moose?
The moose that talks, much like the moose.
The moose and Kristoff?
Yeah. I think it's Sven, right?
Sven.
Yeah.
S-V-E-N.
Yeah,
Sven.
much like Sven from the movie Frozen, which I haven't seen. But
you've seen Frozen 2, so that's all you need.
Okay. Steph is providing the voice for
providing
this
the voice
Barbie.
for Britney today. Britney Barbie. This is the licensed, this is the actual terrible Britney Barbie. It looks pretty good. The hair is just questionable.
Yeah.
And I think it's from 2001. But I was going through childhood boxes last night that I have not opened since I have not seen these toys since 2001. 2002 maybe. So it's been a long time, and I just needed to pick up these boxes, and then I picked them up, and then now I'm going through them, and I'm trying to create something artsy out of all the Barbie shoes and toys and stuff. Sad part is the person who gave me the stuff threw away all the naked Barbies.
The naked ones.
But gave me, just threw away all the Barbies. And because all the clothes were in a whole separate box. So I'm stuck with a bunch of clothes and accessories and stuff and 2 Barbies. And I'm like, well, Britney's in here. But I think I'm just going to create some artsy stuff with all the things. Since I don't have the Barbies. I'm going to put all the clothes and accessories on paper.
Hey, Chris, did you go through your Barbie collection this weekend?
I'll be back.
I did not go through my Barbie collection. When I was little, my best friend and I used to tear the heads off his little sister's Barbies and flush them down the toilet or hide them. However, Dan, there is some news popping out that you and I might both be excited for out of our childhood. Walmart and Kenner are bringing back the real Ghostbuster action figures.
That's awesome. I like that. That was fun.
I have not yet seen them, but I'm hearing reports that at least the core Ghostbusters, as well as Stay Puft And Slimer, who I don't know, for some reason he might not be able to be legally called Slimer because they call him like a green smile ghost. But I think all those figures are hitting Walmart shelves so far.
Wait, what?
Yeah, I follow a Ghostbusters site, and I guess in the Slimer packaging, they don't call him Slimer. They call him like Green Smile Ghost or something to that effect.
Green Smile Ghost.
Yeah, Green something Ghost, but definitely not Slimer. And I don't know if there was like a legal reason they couldn't call him Slimer.
Maybe they call him that in the new movie somehow. Like one of the kids, it's like, oh look, it's Green Smile Ghost. Or
no, but these are the exact toys that came out, back when we were kids, like based on the cartoon show, The Real Ghostbusters.
But so the same company that produced them before, they're producing them again, but changing the name of Slimer.
Well, when I was a kid, obviously I tore open the packaging and played with the toys, so I don't know if that even back then he was called Green Smile Ghost, or I'm going to look it up on this page real quick if I can.
Okay.
So I don't know if even back then he was called that or what.
That's insane. Like if it was called that back then, I could understand like the miscommunication, but now if it's just such corporate, like we control this, you control that, and they're trying to make Ghostbusters, you can't have Ghostbusters toys without a Slimer toy. When the brand name has to do fake knockoff names of their own products, there's something wrong in your system.
Oh, it's just Green Ghost figure.
And that's what it was called back in the day?
I don't know.
Oh.
But at least that's what it's called right now. Green Ghost trademark figure.
Trademark?
Yeah, I'll send you a picture.
They trademarked the words Green Ghost. That's pretty... Yep. All right, now this is just getting even worse. This is like... Whoever did this is trying to get back at whoever couldn't get or who took the Slimer name away from them. That's all that sounds like.
Yeah. Well, I mean, maybe it was something because you remember how the reason it's called The Real Ghostbusters is because they had the other cartoon called Ghostbusters with the like ape.
Yeah, that one came out first.
Yeah. So I don't know. Maybe it's something weird and legal like that, where maybe someone else technically has the rights to the name Slimer, so they have to. But they called him that on the show, so maybe in the toys for some reason they couldn't call him that. I just don't know.
Yeah, that's insane.
I sent you the picture, then.
All right, I'll take a look.
All right. Okay.
Let's take a break. When we come back, we got more from Director's Cut Radio. We're that show about movies and...
Green Ghost.
Green Ghost. Not associated with Slimer or any of the Ghostbusters properties. Or Kenner. Or anything else. All right, we'll take a break. We'll be back all after this with Director's Cut Radio.
Dropping your average IQ since 2005.
I don't know what you're saying, but that's what's going on, yeah.
The Director's Cut. TheDirector'sCutRadio.com. 10,000 microwinds of knowledge. You're listening to The Director's Cut. Without microphones, we'd still live with our parents.
to Director's Cut Radio. You know, each and every week, we bring you the latest in Hollywood. Who you gonna call? That was the theme song for the real Ghostbusters, the TV series that was based on the movie. It looks like they're re-releasing the toys in Walmarts and changing the name of Slimer on the toy to Green Ghost. So, in tribute to Ghostbusters, and the reason why we are all of us are upset, so mad, even Haldir showed up, the cat, just to show us his protest. That's what's going on. All right. You there? Hi.
Meow?
Can you hear yourself?
No.
Can you hear me?
Hi.
Coming in halfway. There we go. A little bit. Yep. There it is.
There?
There it is.
Hi.
Hi.
Welcome to the show. There it is. Lots of audio problems when we start off.
It's okay.
That's what we do. That's
all
what
right.
happens during coronavirus. We're doing a radio show kind of out of our mom's basement.
Yeah.
Mostly it's Mother's Day, and she's angry.
Yeah, she's keeping us down here.
Yeah.
We couldn't go out and get her anything or take
Happy
her to-
Mother's Day, Steph.
Hey, thanks. Can't go to the Applebee's for the happy hour. It's from 4 to 6.
Is there a happy hour at Applebee's?
No, not anymore.
Well, not today.
There would have been.
There would have been. There was
I was like, already?
There was a client that used to come into my salon when I had that, and she was all about high class, this, that, and the other. But when it came to drinks, she's like, shoot, Applebee's, $2 drinks.
Yeah.
$2 margaritas, $4 margaritas. I don't know what the price was, but she was like all about it. And she told me that it was from like 4 to 6 or 5 to 7 or something. Like they made it on purpose for like the after work crowd. And then they also made it for like the after dinner and a movie date crowd. And it would be from like 11 to close.
After your movie.
Yeah. After your movie, go get a snack.
And you're trying to get laid.
Yeah, get more
Seduce
sex.
them.
Seduce them with the happy hour at Applebee's.
Which includes an awesome blossom.
Yeah.
And they've got the games on the tables.
Do they have the awesome blossom? Is that the awesome blossom?
No, Awesome Blossom is...
No, that was Outback.
Oh.
Well, who had the bloomin'
Outback.
onion?
The bloomin' onion. That's
No, Bloomin' Onion was Outback. Awesome Blossom was Chili's for a while, but then Chili's got rid of it due to like negative press
right.
and how bad it was for you. Not that anything at Chili's is good for you.
Dude, it's all fried. It's just crazy, like knowing how many
it's crispy.
times. It's crispy. It's crispy.
That's what I learned this week. Fried is a bad word in the food industry.
Oh.
And crispy. Is the
crispy.
new magical word.
Oh, crispy sounds nice.
Their menu's covered in crispy foods.
Doesn't it?
When I go to...
It's terrible.
When I check into a hotel, I want my sheets to be nice and crispy.
You like them starched, do you?
What about Christmas?
Crispness?
Crispness.
Crisp
yeah.
Kringle? He could be like a cheap,
holiday.
He could be a chip like mascot. Why hasn't any of the chip companies, like what Pringles, have Kris Kringle as the Pringles mascot?
Kringle.
Well, Dan, you need
That's
to
a
become
cosplay.
pitch man.
No, that's a cosplay right there. Kringle.
Kris Kringle.
Hands out Pringles at Comic-Con.
Kris Kringle.
That's it.
So crispy. All right.
You got to do it virtually now.
So you're saving us by whenever you hear the word crispy, that means deep fried and bad for you.
Yes, but it doesn't sound as bad, right?
Do you want to hear? Do you want to hear the scam of the day, Chris?
What's the scam of the day?
What's the scam of the day? Fill me in.
Well, it's not a scam because you know the answer. Okay, what is Albuquerque known for on Fridays and Friday, Saturday, Sunday, up and down Central?
Like cruising the strip?
Yeah.
There it is.
Ding,
There
ding,
it is.
ding.
There it is.
That's it.
Hit the wrong one,
That's all
but it got
it
us a good
takes.
response. That's the applause of
That's
a
it.
great audience.
All right, so here's my pitch. Well, here's our thing that we want to do, but we need help with people, and we got to be socially distanced, of course. But basically, these people are going up and down Central every weekend. This this weekend is nuts. And I know it's because the media is talking about, hey, these cities are opening up. It's like, well, guess what? There's other cities that are still on lockdown until June, such as New Jersey and Philadelphia and stuff. It's like, I'm kind of bewildered at how many people just like took that as an okay to go out. And they just think that normal life is happening soon. And I'm like, listen, we're not Arizona or like these other states that are opening up, or like, it's just, it's not good, right?
Or
so
open up if you like, if you feel like being irresponsible. If you don't want to be irresponsible, stay closed, stay home, and protect your own family. I
don't know. It's not a matter of that. It's just a matter of like the people that are going out are not being safe.
They're irresponsible.
So I just feel like if we can promote staying safe, and if people stay inside their cars driving up and down Central, we should just start doing like our Comic-Con cosplay, a little fashion walk just down Central.
Yeah, 10 feet apart.
Just have like you show up in cosplay, we have a start point, and then you just make sure we're spaced out. And if we pause for posing, then the whole line has to pause. I don't know. Like I'm picturing something that could be some sort of cool public Comic-Con type of thing. Maybe it could start at the convention center where Comic Expo was and go around or something, because I'm like, that's right next to Central. It's one street over.
Right.
And since they announced that they're not doing it, and I'm like, all right, well, that's in August, but I mean, people are feeling the weather. They're getting their cars out. It's getting more and more packed because people just don't want to be inside anymore. So I just figured that would be a cool idea to kind of round up some cosplayers and maybe start out small for our first run. Just kind of reach out to maybe like 10 people, just like 5 to 10 people, and see about dressing up. And then you could be Green Arrow and just everyone get a little cosplay. I don't know.
That's the scam. Entertainment on street side.
Dan was thinking of juggling.
Yeah, I was thinking about juggling.
And he could stay on like a specific spot, and because these cruisers, it's like, what did we do last weekend? We weren't even dressed up.
No, you were dressed as you, which
I don't remember
tends to be super cute and sexy sometimes.
I just had my blue hair, like my Bulma wig, and people were losing their crap.
Oh yeah, that was true too. But no, you were cutesy. So you were cute.
So I mean, there's plenty of kids. There's like full cars of families that are driving up and down the street. So I just think it would be really cool. I mean, it's not even about making the news. It's just about being able to provide something public. And I know we're working on the drive-in movie thing, but that's a lot of like legal. Yeah. And I feel like if we just do something that's kind of like publicly entertaining and fun, we don't have to worry about the legal because we're not doing anything unsafe. We're not handing anything out without a license. We're just dressed up, walking down the street.
The state's getting involved on our project.
Yep.
Not in a negative way.
So
not in a negative way. We just got to wait to get approval. That's what we're working on. So
yeah, for the drive-in thing. It's going to be great. It's going to be cool.
We have a giant screen.
I know there's plenty of other people around the world that are doing it. I know it, but it's like, we just need to get on it,
What size screen did we get? 18 foot by 27 foot or something like that?
And
inflatable?
It's still not big enough.
Yeah, we have a second screen that's going bigger.
It just takes 5 mom vans to show up and get front row parking, and then they set up their canopies on top of their mom van, and then it looks like the parking lot at the Santa Fe Opera House where everyone's got their tailgate going on.
Oh, that was funny.
It's like the size of a stadium.
Yeah.
Got their wine bottles out. They got lines down to just the end of the parking lot. That was insane. Going to Ringo Starr.
Ringo.
Seeing Ringo Starr.
Ringo.
Santa Fe Opera. Let's just say Santa Fe is very fancy.
Did we ever talk about
I don't know if we...
After the Ringo Starr? I don't know if we got to. I know we wanted to. Did we ever talk about that, Chris, when we saw the tailgaters?
We were
like the world's fanciest tailgaters?
Bit, yeah.
We were back to back with events, so I really don't know. But
it is Santa Fe.
It is Santa Fe, and I just want our listeners to know that there's a very big difference. There's a very big ditch in the ground between Albuquerque and Santa Fe. There's a very big ditch. It's just completely opposite. The art is still there, but it's $3,000 more than Albuquerque art. There's more turquoise obsession, and
A lot, yeah.
A lot of breweries that are just beer and wine. I don't think you can get a mixed drink in Santa Fe.
Yeah.
If that's how I can describe Santa Fe.
It was weird.
You can't get a mixed drink.
You could get wine. You get every wine in the world. And a few beers. It's either a couple really cool breweries that only have the beers, that they have their own beers, or someone that is so out of it that they just ordered the crappiest beers that you could buy. Like the regular bottles.
Countless celebrities that supposedly live in Santa Fe.
Wait, who was the celebrity?
Bill Murray is the recent one we found out about. There's someone else. Was it Sandra Bullock?
I don't know.
Or I know Oprah supposedly
Julia
has
Roberts,
a house.
doesn't?
Julia Roberts has a house? In
I thought so.
No, I think she's in Taos. She's in Taos.
Oh, Taos.
Okay, she's somewhere.
Demi
Same
Moore
with
is from
Ted Turner,
Roswell.
right? He's got a lot of land.
Yeah, he's nearby Santa Fe. He's near. I don't know. There's
And, yeah, a bunch of people.
I think it was crazy.
Val Kilmer, right?
Yeah,
Val Kilmer's up there.
Batman.
There's a few more. My friend Lisa Lucas, a producer up in Santa Fe, she used to say that she used to bump in a bunch of them over at Sprouts up there.
Wow.
So she would always I ran into blah, blah, blah. And it was like a big name actress. I'm trying to remember who it was.
That's what I mean. You just go to Santa Fe. You hang out at Sprouts or Whole Foods. Forget it. You're in.
But I thought it was funny when we were watching these tailgaters, someone actually had a C-stand set up going over the back of their car, and they had a chandelier hanging from it as they had their 4 chairs sitting around with a wine bottle.
They had a rug. They
It
had
was
an ice
so
bucket. They had
ridiculous.
Plants. They had fake plants.
They did. They had the whole 9. They had a chandelier. They showed up with a chandelier hanging from their non-existent roof above them because it was ridiculous.
That's good.
We need a tailgate next time in Santa Fe.
That's classy. You're going to the opera.
Well, yeah. Or the Ringo. You're going to the Ringo at the
Going
opera.
to the Ringo at the opera.
And I like
Even
that.
better.
I like that the seats that were handed out on the radio as prizes, such great prizes, from the radio.
Yeah.
They were seats that were directly where the sun is blinding you for an hour. For like 45
first
minutes
hour.
to an hour. You're just blind and you're like, oh, wow, that's why these seats were free.
This whole
what
section.
a treat.
Yep.
Was how, yeah.
They ain't going to give you the good stuff when they can sell it. Come on.
Yep. It's like, here's these ones. They sound like they're good seats, but for the first 45 minutes, you will need to have your eyes removed. So. All right, we're going to take a break coming up in a second. Coming up later in the show, we'll talk one of the greatest movies ever produced by a man out of his garage. It is Shark Boy and Lava Girl, produced and directed by Mr. Robert Rodriguez basically out of his garage.
Really?
Yeah, he's a filmmaker that found a way to make movies so inexpensive that he could produce them out of his garage and make a crap load of money. All right, we're going to talk about it all after this. We are Director's Cut Radio, that show about movies and
Mommy.
Garage movies.
Garage movies, yeah. Movies and garage. Mommy. You're a mommy.
The Director's Cut.
Offensive, obnoxious, disgusting. You want me to go on?
Insulting listeners since 2005. We're just a couple of guys who like movies.
It's strange at times to work with. They're insane. But, always fun.
The Director's Cut.
It's just fun! Come on, come on, come on. Yeah! Come on.
Yeehaw! You're listening to Director's Cut Radio. You know, each and every week we're bringing you the latest in Hollywood. My name is Dan.
So you think that you can't speak. So you think that you can't breathe.
What is it?
This is Antigone Rising. The song is called Game Changer. If you want to get your music played on the radio show, all you got to do is go to our website, directorscutradio.com. At the bottom of the page, click on Upload Your Music, send it our way, and we can play your music on the radio, just like we are right now with Antigone Rising and their song Game Changer.
Is this new?
No. All right, we have Chris Maloney on the line. How are you, Chris?
What?
I'm doing well. How are you guys?
Back the heck fire up. You're not ditching my anger towards country. I will not be dismissed. First of all, growing up, I always thought it said anti-gone, and it bugged the crap out of me going up and down the aisles at Best Buy in the CD section, and I'm like looking through these CDs, and I just hated seeing that sign.
Anti-gun.
I hated it.
Anti-gun.
Because, can someone explain to me Antigone? What does that mean, y'all?
I mean,
oh boy, no one knows.
Wasn't
it's a name, right?
Isn't it a name from Greek mythology?
Let's ask the technology.
I believe so.
Hey, Google. What is Antigone?
Put the mic.
Antigone is a tragedy by Sophocles written in or before 441 BCE.
Oh.
It's a play by Sophocles.
That's what it is. Hey, Google, stop.
So it's chaos in Greece.
Hey, Google, stop.
Hey, Google, shut it. Hey, Google, shut it.
Hey,
Google, shut it.
Lost it for a second there. Everybody at home is now, damn it, my Google's going crazy.
Yeah.
Nobody's
If
listening
they're
to
at
this at
home.
home. They might be listening on the Google. You can. All you got to do is say, hey, Google, play 93.9 KWSS. And you do that at Sunday nights, like 10
Oh,
p.m.
no.
No, hey,
No,
Google,
no,
stop.
no.
Hey, Google, stop.
Oh, jeez, man.
Oh, hell's breaking loose.
Stop telling Google to do things.
Yeah, I need to stop doing that. People at home are going to get mad if they're listening at home. But if they're listening at home, they probably are listening on a Google or Alexa device. Probably. Or on their phone.
Perhaps.
Yeah.
Yep.
Or in their car.
On their phone.
Or their home stereo system.
If it's connected to the net, right? Or connected to FM. Depends on where they're getting the show.
Yeah.
Okay. Nice.
This is true.
All right, what were you saying, Steph? What were your bitter anger towards whatever?
It was just it. Anti-Gone Rising, and I just didn't understand the name. And when Best Buy used to have rows and rows of CDs every Tuesday, we were going in, and I was like, dang.
Well, there you go.
I remember that one Tuesday, though. That one Tuesday when we went in, and all the aisles were gone, and my dad lost his mind.
At Best Buy?
Yeah. It was scary.
When CDs
well,
disappeared?
first we saw
Yeah.
Circuit City disappear. We saw Tower disappear, right after we moved here. Then we saw Circuit City close. And then we saw the Bios on the west side close. Then we saw Borders close. And then we walked into Best Buy, which was next to Borders on the west side.
Yeah.
Now it's Laser Image or whatever. Ideal Image. That's where
Borders.
Yeah, Borders. Don't you miss the ramp? The little magazine ramp? I loved that when I was a kid. Anyway, we walked into Best Buy, and he was like, "What?" And he just stopped. And it was like Back to the Future just happened. He's just like, "Great Scotting over here," and I'm just like, "What's going on, Dad?" And he's just like, "It's gone." And like, we never talk to employees. We never have to talk to employees. My dad knows what's up. He knows what to do. We've been doing this since he was 8. And we went up to an employee. My dad's like, "Where's the CDs?" And they were like, "Oh, it's these 2 aisles." He was like, "These 2 aisles? All the CDs?" And it was just so reduced. It's just so reduced. And it's been
one
reduced
CD.
again. Yeah, it's been reduced even more now. I don't even know if there's CDs in there.
Is there
but
CDs in Best Buy?
There has to be. It's just a very
I don't remember it.
Walmart has them still. It's just a very small aisle. It's only like top artists. You know, it's so weird.
Yeah, but Walmart has all the clean stuff. Like everything is edited.
Oh yeah, that's right.
I go to Walmart
That's
to
why
buy
we have
my
to go to Best
DJ
Buy.
stuff.
Yeah.
No, like if I'm gonna do a gig, like I go to Walmart, buy all the DJ stuff so that you don't go do a
forgot
wedding
about
or
that.
something like that, and you have
No Post
Aunt
Malone.
Myrtle,
Aunt Myrtle.
mad about
But
Post
it's family
Malone.
music, Aunt Myrtle.
It's what the kids are listening to. And then she gets mad. And murders
Now
them.
that's what I call wedding music.
Actually,
Wedding music.
I used to buy every single Now That's What I Call. Every single one. You're done. You're done. You buy that.
Yeah, that's it. That's all you need.
This is okay. A lot of DJs out there are gonna be like, ugh. Okay, go ahead. What were you saying?
I said, did you see what our former employee was giving away?
What?
Our employer was giving away?
What were they giving away?
Now that's what I call Yacht Rock Volume 2.
Yacht Rock? That's funny.
Yeah.
That's ridiculous. When I was doing DJ stuff, and I know a lot of DJs out there are going to talk schmack about how I prepare for a wedding, but it's a freaking wedding with a lot of people that don't give a damn.
They just need something in the background, honestly. But until they hear the F-bomb, that's when all of a sudden everyone listens.
Just go and buy, if you want to be a wedding DJ, all right? Grab all of the crappy old songs that you know that you've heard at weddings, like the list. Just go to any Google search, type that list in. You'll get 20 or 30 songs of Macarena. If you're doing a Spanish wedding, do this song. That you get the list, all right? Just download those, put them in one folder. You got about 2 hours of work right there. Then you go and buy the latest, let's say 5 or 10, now that's what I call music, recent albums, and you're done, all right? You only need 5 of them. And if you're preparing for a wedding this weekend and you already have most of that other stuff, just buy the latest Now That's What I Call Music and you are done. I know that's annoying and all the DJs out there are going to say I'm terrible, but I have been paid big bucks from lots of weddings to get this easily done so I don't even have to think about it, all right? That's customer
Are they still
service.
making that series?
Yeah, well, you download it via iTunes and it's like $7.
They're making Yacht Rock. Wow.
I guess so. What volume are they on now?
I think it's. I just recently looked. Was it 30 or 50? They just did like a.
Let me see.
A big one.
Because it
Now
came out in like
music.
the 2000s, right?
Yeah, it's been going on for every quarter since. Yeah, I have all the 80s hits, the 90s hits. Now I have like every single.
All right, let's go. It's on the Wikipedia. Here we are.
There it is.
All right, nowthatmusic.com.
Now that's what I call.
105. It started
74.
in 1983.
They're on disc 74.
No
Wow.
way. They got Instagram. So we could just still keep buying these.
No, I do. Every single time. I do.
Okay,
Seems
so-
like I never stop.
So for today, it's called Now That's What I Call I Love Mom. And it has a button that says Listen Now.
And it's a Mother's Day mix. I buy pretty much every most recent one because if I have to DJ a wedding or a dance or a high school or something like that, boom.
Yacht Rock Volume 2. There it is.
Yacht Rock? What's
What
Yacht
is
Rock?
Yacht Rock? Is it because of what's-his-face that went on his yacht for quarantine?
I don't know.
No, it's just because that's a genre of music now, like Captain and Tennille or Seals and Crop, like easy adult contemporary rock that you would
The
be listening
Eagles.
to on your yacht.
The
There
Eagles
you go.
and Jimmy Buffett and ELO and maybe some Beatles. It's all the Eagles. You know it is. It's just Jimmy Buffett and the Eagles. It's all my client would listen to.
Now that's what I call Yacht Rock.
Cheeseburger in paradise.
Africa
Hate
by
it.
Toto.
Oh, God, yeah.
This Is It
Oh,
by Kenny
God.
Loggins.
This is it.
Do up it up. Baby, I Love Your Way
Oh, it's
by
Ringo
Peter.
and the All-Star Band. That's Yacht Rock.
This is
actually.
Ringo and the All-Star Band.
Actually,
This is
that
a weekend.
Ringo show was totally the definition of Yacht Rock because they had, what's
Baby, come back.
they had Toto.
Yeah, they had
Yeah.
Toto. They had what's his name from Toto?
Well, guitar player, but they also had Carlos Santana guy. They had the Men at Work guy.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, it was that whole concert was Yacht Rock. Now that I think about it.
I love this.
Wow. Yes. Such
Dun, dun, dun,
triggers,
dun,
man.
dun, dun.
I grew up with this. It's my blood type. This is my blood type. When someone wants to know what my blood type sounds like, it's that.
Your blood type is that?
Yes. I Don't know if you know, but my dad like blew a lot of money on that band.
At least you said a lot of money.
And that guitar player. Yes. But almost other things.
At least you finished that sentence with a lot of money. All right.
Could have been a lot of things.
Could have been.
But it was money.
I mean, have you heard of Fire Festival?
Your dad saved them all.
Saved Toto. Toto's not in Kansas anymore.
It sounds like it's going over a phone. That's what
this
sounds
is
like.
terrible.
It's weird. It's weird. It'd probably sound better if we weren't on the phone with Chris, but it's odd how it does that.
It's fine. I'm done with Yacht Rock. All right, well, now that's music.com, and they're on number 74. 20th anniversary was just last year. Oh, so they came out in 1999. Wow.
99. I graduated with them.
Damn commercials, man.
Now that's what I call music.
And then you get like little music videos like as you're watching it, and you're like, well, I don't even want to listen to the music. I just want to watch the video.
How does Now That's What I Call Music get away with it? Like, how do they go about just making an album with only the hits on it? Because aren't the artists of those hits wanting to make a lot of money off of their own albums being sold?
It says you can stream it through Apple and Spotify. I think because they're so OG, everyone loves them.
It's just another way to get your music out there, I guess, and you're probably still getting a slice of it.
Mm-hmm.
Not like you're not getting paid for it. And
Every
maybe
CD.
by hearing it on Now That's What I Call Music, they will then seek out your full album.
Mm-hmm. That's what I did.
All right.
That's how the movie soundtracks get their people, because you're featuring one of their songs on the soundtrack, and then you like that one song, and then it makes you go get the rest of the album. That's smart.
But do people buy albums anymore, or is it just
Yes.
like streaming?
Well, no one's going out and like. It's sad. I'm telling you, I used to get CDs in my stockings for Christmas. It was great, and for my birthday, CDs, actual CDs, and albums and stuff. And it's like
You were like the
I feel
BMG
like-
Music Club.
Well, I feel like I miss out on music now because we don't have the CD aisles, and we don't have these CD players in our frickin' cars anymore.
Yeah, it's hard to find new
And,
music.
You know, it's like my Tidal app shows me new music, but that's not what I want. It just shows me new music. It's like I could customize it. I don't got time for that. If we could pick up where I left
But
off
you got time
in
for
2000.
cruising down CD aisle?
Listen.
It was more fun, I think. I don't know. I guess that's how a lot of movies and how a lot of music was found, was by box covers, because you're walking down aisles and Friday night, it's rental night. You get 3 days for only $6 or whatever.
See, same with Blockbuster. I feel like you would watch more movies because you're walking up and down the movie aisles
Yeah.
at Blockbuster or Hastings, and you're like, oh, snap, yeah, let me just grab a few more.
Yeah, let me grab these two. Oh, it's buy 3, get 1 free tonight? Oh, cool.
So there's something about window shopping. Because, I mean, apply that to the mall now and look at how we can buy lingerie online. We can buy Victoria. All of those stores that are in the mall, I don't have to physically go into because it's all online.
Yes.
Same thing with music. It's literally all online. They took it out of the stores. So now we're like forced to get online, but now we're like so distracted by a million other things in this generation that it's not happening. And I just feel like because they've ripped it out of in front of us, we don't have FYE in the mall anymore. We don't have Borders. We don't have the CD aisles.
Then where are people going? Coffee shops?
They're going
Are they
to
going
the
to
radio.
bars?
The radio is playing only the top hits they want you to hear.
Oh.
We're just missing out, you know? And if we don't go to shows, it's just weird.
Well, TikTok is getting all the newest music.
That's weird, too.
The kids are finding
When I
that
turn on the radio and I'm hearing songs that I've heard
on TikTok.
And I'm like, so this is how people get discovered now.
Yeah.
And Billie Eilish with her 5 Grammys because of Spotify. And her brother messing around in the room with a keyboard. It's like, come
I
on.
need to go get a keyboard.
This is ridiculous. The last person to do that was Gwen Stefani. Come on.
We have a guitar. We got a
Hey,
bass.
guys,
I need a
kids
keyboard.
band.
This is madness.
They're a family band.
What are people? Yeah, we're gonna be like the Brady Bunch. Great.
On Central, people are
The
cruising.
Partridge Family, man.
The Partridge Family. Yeah, that's what it is.
That's fine.
You'll be Josie, and I'll be a pussycat.
Let's be the Royal Tannenbaums. I need some jumpsuits.
That's great.
Yep. We need some tracksuits now.
Stat. Like to know it style. Stat. Yeah.
Woo! Look at this cat.
The cat's losing
The cat
it.
just starts, like, he gets all excited when we yell, and he just starts, like, tearing up whatever object is next to him. He just puts his claws into it. He's like, yeah.
But where are people finding this stuff? Like, how do you become a new artist? Where are people going?
That's what I mean.
Let's find a new scam, all right? Where are people going?
TikTok.
No. Physically going to, outside of coronavirus, where are they physically going that we could get in front of them to sell them products like music and entertainment that they just will not find otherwise within their Netflix, Hulu accounts or online Pandora mix?
Well, coffee shops. Because Starbucks used to
Grocery
do that.
store.
You know, Starbucks really helped Michael Bublé and Josh Groban and a bunch of artists that they were kind of doing great. Like Michael Bublé exploded because of Starbucks. They carried his CD for like every Christmas. I remember I was like still a teenager. I was like 13, 14, and I'm just seeing the CDs and Adele and Dixie Chicks, and they all got their CDs in Starbucks.
Well, why don't we do that? Why don't we make a CD and get it in the small
shops.
coffee shops that love us? Like Castle
We'll give 'em a
Coffee
jump
and
drives.
and just put little
We got
jump.
those director's cut jump drives.
There we go.
There
we can
go,
put them in a
Chris.
bowl. Good
Ding.
job, Chris.
We found it.
There you go. We got the scam. We got the scam of the week. We need a new
Music.
intro that says
Save the
this is
music.
the scam of the week by Director's Cut Radio. We'll be back with more all after this. We are that show about movies.
And scam.
The Guy Show about movies.
Don't you have any respect for yourself?
Seriously. Anything worth taking seriously is worth making fun of. The Director's Cut.
I wet my bed until I was 19. There's no shame in that.
Only half of our audience is below average. The Director's Cut.
To Director's Cut Radio. You know, each and every week we bring the latest in Hollywood. My name is Dan. In the studio, we have the lovely Harley Quinn 505, Miss Steph Sugar. Hello. On the phone, we have Chris Maloney.
Howdy.
Music you're listening to is a bit from Tape Benders. The song is called Semantics. If you want to get your music played on the radio, just go to our website, directorscutradio.com. The information should be at the bottom of the page. If not, email us, directorscutradio@gmail.com, and ask for more information on how to get your music on the air. And, we're broadcast all across the country on multiple radio stations. Mostly it's just banter about life. That's basically what our show has become. It used to be all about movies, and a little later in the program, actually, I think in the next segment, we're going to be playing a clip from a celebrity that we got to interview last week. We had a question, from a couple weeks ago. What the hell is Quibi? That was the question that we were talking about.
Yeah?
Yeah. Didn't we have that question?
Did you figure it out?
Yeah, well,
we did.
We used our powers that be, Director's Cut Radio's powers, and we decided to go all the way to the top.
All the way.
All the way to
All
the
the way.
absolute top of the chain of Quibi. We got Jeffrey Katzenberg on the show. I have no idea how the hell we pulled that off, but we got Jeffrey Katzenberg on the show a little later on. We'll be chatting with actual Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Ding, ding.
The guy, former president of, I think, Disney. Former president of creative on Disney, right? I don't know.
Vice.
No,
Vice
but I think
president.
he was president of, Disney Creative or something, or Animation Studios or something. I don't remember. He's had many roles, and every Disney documentary mentions him.
Right. Oh, he's mentioned.
He's
and then,
powerful.
Yeah.
So we got Jeffrey Katzenberg on the show.
DreamWorks Lord.
And we had him explain to me, what is Quibi? And to me, my first takeaway was that it's ADHD television because everything is about 10 minutes or less. And one of my favorite shows as a kid was a little-known show called Attention Deficit Disorder Television, ADHD TV. Isn't it? Wasn't that?
What?
There was a show.
Nickelodeon?
No, there was a show on Comedy Central called Short Attention Span Theater. That's what it was called.
Oh.
Yeah, remember that? And I think it was hosted by Dave Coulier for a little bit there.
Oh my gosh, that's great. That's cute, Uncle Joey.
Yeah.
Cute.
Short Attention Span Theater. I just started typing that. It was I'm looking it up. It's an American clip show which the host presented short segments. It was on HBO and Cinemax.
Oh wow.
It aired on Comedy Central and it was hosted by Jon Stewart.
We should try to look up episodes.
Mark S. Allen. Mark Maron was a member of holy crap. Mark Maron was one of the hosts on Short Attention Span Theater.
Wow. Okay. Short Attention Span Theater. I'm going to look it up. I want to see if there's
Marcus Allen.
some YouTube episodes for that.
I think
the football player?
No, Mark S. Allen is a 6-time Emmy Award-winning television production host.
Oh. Mark S., not Marcus.
No, Mark S. Allen.
Wow.
I think Mark S. Allen is a friend of mine on Facebook or Instagram.
Who?
Mark S. Allen.
Mark. Okay.
It's I see his face and it's very familiar, and I see his face all the time in my
We might get some questions.
Instagram or Facebook or something like that.
We
He
might
might have
get
been on the
some-
show. Hell, I don't remember.
We might get some questions off of Suicide Girls. I just went live.
Oh,
on
we're
there.
streaming on Suicide Girls.
Streaming on Suicide Girls live, and I just let them know that we're doing the show, but I guess I should let them know that we did an interview with Jeffrey Katzenberg, and if anyone has any questions about Quibi or would like to hear that interview,
We'll do it in a second.
then it'll be coming up on the show that they can listen to tonight. But if you're listening to it tonight, as in right now, you're listening to it now, then you're going to be hearing it now, or you might have already heard it.
Wow. Is that how it's going on?
Yeah. It's so funny, recording in the future.
It is a little weird.
It's funny because then you can say stuff like that. Look at this cord. Someone chewed on it.
Yeah, that's probably a cat.
I'm going to say dog.
Or dog.
Yeah, I'm going to say dog. Cats. Our cats at least don't like wires, but.
No. All right, and we only have a couple minutes left. What else do we have in the news for this segment, Chris?
Real quick, I guess, just to whet your guys' appetite a little bit, it's been announced that Nick Cage will be playing Joe Exotic in a new scripted
I wanted to bring that
television series.
Dang it.
Nick Cage will be Joe
Nick
Exotic.
Cage will be Joe Exotic.
Dang it.
Nice.
But
I
when?
think I would have preferred David Spade, but I think Nick Cage is an acceptable substitute.
Dick Van Dyke.
I think David Spade already did it.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, kind of.
Yeah.
It's not, we don't need to see it again.
See, I put in my notes.
Would this be a sequel to, what you call it?
Joe Dirt.
Joe Dirt, yeah, see?
Joe Dirt and Joe Exotic.
Yeah,
Was
it'd
that
just
on
be,
purpose?
It'd be the next movie. Joe Exotic.
We'll call it Exotic Dirt.
Exotic Dirt. Yes, that's an SNL skit right there. Let's just do it. Let's do it now. TikTok. Kids are doing it now.
We don't have David Spade.
We have makeup.
Well, he just got it. He just got his show canceled, right? So it shouldn't be too hard. Give him a call.
I don't know.
Yeah.
He wouldn't call us back. Well, we got Jeffrey Katzenberg on the show, so maybe we can.
Yeah.
Hey, direct. 1 week we get. That'd be great. One week we get Jeffrey Katzenberg. Well, actually, we've had a good celebrity last couple of weeks.
Yeah. Amy Jo Johnson.
Now Jeffrey Katzenberg.
I also won the contest that Amy Jo Johnson held for the screening.
But you legitimately entered the contest.
I legitimately entered.
And she picked.
And she picked
Do you
40
get to
people.
watch the movie with her?
Sure. But we didn't. because they didn't send instructions until it was too late.
We had to watch the movie before the meetup?
Yeah, they were like, make sure you watch the movie before the premiere. I was like, what am I reading right now? Am I on drugs?
And
like,
we only got...
What does this mean? They're like, we're going to send you the link, and then you got to watch it, and then we're going to talk about it at 7, and you got to be there sharp. And I'm like, so you want me to spend all day, and I just got the instructions now, and you want me to do all this today, and I've got 2 kids that are in school, and like...
Pink Ranger don't play.
Yeah, I'm like, we're at the park. I just,
and it's like 4 hours. We've got the email probably the night before, or the day, or 2 days before, and I didn't check until we were at the park the day of, and I was just annoyed. I was like, we have 4 hours between now and the premiere to watch a 2-hour movie, and we had so many things that we had to do until then. So we were going to try to keep it on in the background. And then by the time the premiere started, it was already a half hour in, and we're like, screw it. We missed it. We totally forgot. Because it was like 7 p.m. on the East Coast, and it was supposed to be 5 p.m. here, and we missed out. That's it. All right, coming up next, we got our chat with Jeffrey Katzenberg and Quibi, and he's going to tell us all about it. And we're going to do that in just a few minutes. And also, Steph is going to be on Suicide Girls live cam, just waving at people.
I already was on Suicide Girls earlier today, waving on cam at live people.
We'll be back with more all after this. We are Director's Cut Radio, that show about movies and
the future.
One podcast, one radio, lots of insanity. The Director's Cut. You're listening to The Director's Cut, the nation's #1 show about movies.
We have the most gadgets and the most gimmicks.
We have the tools. We have talent.
Did he actually call himself the Talent?
The Director's Cut.
You're listening to the Director's Cut Radio. You know, each and every week we're bringing the latest in Hollywood. And this week we have a very special guest. We were talking about it last week on our show, a new streaming service called Quibi. And we decided to go right to the top to find out more about Quibi and all of the questions that we had and answers that will be filled in by, yes, the man that his name probably pops up more often in Disney documentaries than Walt himself, Mr. Jeffrey Katzenberg. How are you, Jeffrey?
I'm great, thank you, and I'm your answer man.
All right, so we decided to go to Jeffrey Katzenberg, the man behind Quibi, and Jeffrey, Quibi is basically ADHD theater for streaming services. Is that correct?
Well, here's the way I think about it. So, like everybody else, 5, 6, 7 years ago, I found myself pretty much every day watching video on my phone on the go. So mostly YouTube, but then, Facebook and Instagram and Snapchat and today TikTok. And, the light bulb for me is that I love that content and it's fun and I've been having a great time and continue to watch it, but it's not what we do here in Hollywood. And not that what we do is better or worse. It is actually quite different. We are storytellers. And so for me, the thing that I got excited about is, could we bring what we do to this new form of consumption and consumer habit? We didn't have to teach them something new. We didn't have to introduce a new device. This is something that they were doing a lot of, and it was growing in leaps and bounds. And so Quibi really is the sort of result of that sort of macro sort of point of view or instinct or whatever you want to call it.
So the TV shows are of all formats that we're used to. There's some reality, there's some drama, there's some comedy, but they're all condensed down to about 10-minute bites so that you could sit down, watch a show while you're going to the bathroom and trying to, or between things, just trying to get some content in you, I guess.
Yes. I mean, again, when I think about how I was watching that content on the go, it was for my in-between moments. So while commuting or waiting for a meeting or on a lunch break or waiting online at Starbucks, I mean, all of us, even today with us sheltered in place, something we actually didn't anticipate, we have in between moments. And, I'm can't wait to get back to watching Ozark that I'm in the middle of, but those are commitments that are in hours, and I don't usually have those in the course of my day. Where I do have in between moments that are less than 10 minutes, and so these things are different types of stories made for a different type of consumption. Just like watching, Tiger King in your home is not the same as going to a movie theater and seeing Star Wars.
Yeah, I'm behind you all the way on this one. I like small format shows, and it's a difference between television, having to sit down and be committed to a series, and then also a film or a movie that you have to go to a theater or sit down for a very long period of time to dedicate that time for that. This is that weird area in between that has been fulfilled by TikTokers and other media conglomerates. But now, instead of just going on TikTok and just scrolling through what random stuff I could find, now I can pay attention and look for something very specific. A show that comes out every week or every other week, and it's something that's only about 10 minutes long, so I don't have to completely dedicate.
Well, but that's that's a choice. It's an option. I like TikTok just like I like movies, and I like Quibi just like I like TV. And to me, and I like them all just like I like listening to music on Apple, Music and Spotify. It's not one or the other. These are different things for different types of, my day and my life. And I find them all quite rewarding, but in very, very different ways. And I feel like they are more complementary than competitive to one another. We're competing for your time and attention. That is for sure. And obviously for your pocketbook. But I think the experiences are actually quite different from one another.
I think you found the evolution of entertainment, very short quips of entertainments that are easily committable, and you can come back later.
Yeah, but the way I tend to think a little bit differently about it, because I think of these as 2 or 2.5 hour movies that are in chapters that are, 6 to 8 or 9 minutes in length. So I think of them as actually long form told in chapters as opposed to short form. Now, the episodic, the unscripted shows and, the alternative content that we have, the news and information shows, which are not necessarily serialized, they are meant to be watched, as you said. But I think the most innovative thing is to tell these stories in chapters, these movies in chapters.
All right. Well, that works for us. Jeffrey, thanks for calling in and being part of the show and clearing things up in the world of Quibi and giving us a service that I think we actually need.
Thank you, sir.
All right. There you go. That's our Jeffrey Katzenberg interview.
Yeah.
He told me. That was it. That's it. He just told me. What, you didn't like it? It was sad. All right. Well, there you go. Hi, Chris.
Quibi.
There you go. That's Quibi. It's basically
Chris?
I still think it's ADHD theater. 10-minute bites. It works for me.
I guess while you're blasting a duke, you got a few minutes. Watch something.
Yep. That's what I came to. I was like, well, while you're pooping, I guess you could watch this. And he was like, yeah. We're the entertainment channel while you poop. He didn't like that too much.
Wow.
He also didn't like that it's ADHD television. Very short. I was off to a bad start with that
So
one.
you get your one chance to piss off a big dude, and you did it.
Congratulations. I did it again. Yeah.
You did it.
I
Yeah.
would expect nothing less from Dan.
No, but that's great. I mean, you get, it might make TMZ. You never know.
When's the next time I'm going to talk to Jeffrey Katzenberg?
Just looks you up and just sends you the glitter bomb.
A glitter bomb
skunk smell.
With a skunk smell?
Sulfur bomb.
Ugh. There you go.
Glitter sulfur bombs, though. We don't need a camera. Just send it. Put it in a Louboutin box. Just leave it at Neiman Marcus.
What?
Yeah.
So I think a bomb squad will actually be brought out thinking that it's a real bomb.
Oh.
And then you go to jail for terrorism.
Nah.
Yeah.
No.
All that's not good. That's not good. All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we don't piss off Jeffrey Katzenberg.
Why not?
Because we don't talk to him ever again. And we got more all after this on Director's Cut Radio. We are that show about movies and...
Cats and burgers.
Yeah.
Dropping your average IQ since 2005.
I don't know what you're saying, but that's what's going on, yeah.
The Director's Cut. TheDirector'sCutRadio.com.
10,000 microwinds of knowledge.
You're listening to The Director's Cut. Without microphones, we'd still live with our parents.
You're listening to Director's Cut Radio. You know, each and every week we're bringing the latest in Hollywood. My name is Dan. In the studio, we have the lovely Harley Quinn 505 wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles t-shirts.
Hello.
Dressed all cute.
I
and
got this cat behind me. It looks like a silver tiger.
he's going to bounce off your head.
Yeah.
It looks like he's going to jump off your face
Yeah.
and pounce away. On the phone, we have the lovely Chris Maloney. How are you?
Well, hi there.
Yeah, we had a Jeffrey Katzenberg interview earlier in the show, and I started looking up short attention span theater because I thought Quibi reminded me of like short attention span. I just called it the short attention span channel.
What a
I guess,
move.
or streaming service.
What a
Jeffrey
move.
Katzenberg, I could sense he didn't like that too much, but in my nostalgia, I decided to look up short attention span theater to look who was part of it. And to my surprise, I found that a lot of people, when I type in short attention span theater, a lot of people, including like NPR and other news organizations, are calling Quibi short attention span theater.
Yep.
I'm not the only one.
Yep.
I'm not the only
Well,
one.
it makes sense. I mean, everything kind of repeats itself, so.
But it was also kind of cool to see all the hosts on that show. Jon Stewart, Mark Maron, Marcus Allen. Even though Mark S. Allen is a fellow broadcast film critic, and I think I've met him many times, and he pops up in my Facebook feed many times and Instagram feed because he's friends of mutual friends, movie critic-wise.
Right.
So it's kind of weird. That's something from my childhood that I absolutely loved. It all comes around again. I don't know.
Well, yeah, it repeats.
History repeats itself.
That's cool.
All right. Well, Chris, do we have any news and reviews that was on your mind that's kind of fun that you saw this week?
Well, you said Steph was wearing a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtle T-shirt.
Yes.
It's very pink.
And I guess I would have to follow that up by asking if you guys have any plans on May 23rd.
Nope.
Yeah, we're quarantining ourselves
Well,
still if we have to. Yeah.
We're chilling.
If you didn't know, May 23rd is International Turtle Day, and the cast of the original Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles movie will be holding a virtual pizza party online.
That's cool.
Yay!
Along with a viewing of the movie.
Is that with Olaf? Is what's his name? Going to be hosting it?
Oh, Josh Gad?
Yeah.
I don't think he is connected to this one. However, he did do a Back to the Future one this week, I guess.
That's crazy that he's done Goonies and now Back to the Future. That's kind of fun.
So if you want to check that out, Josh Gad and all the cast from Back to the Future, just like the Goonies the other day.
Wow.
I hope
we did tune into that.
I know Steph's going to be excited for this one. National Treasure.
Oh
is getting a TV series developed by Disney.
But does it have Nicolas Cage?
Hello?
Does it have Nicolas Cage, she said?
Is he there?
Can you hear us?
He said hello.
Hello?
Hello? Hello? Oh, wait, hold on.
no.
Hold on.
Oh, no.
My phone
Hello.
did something weird. All
Oh
right,
my
yeah.
gosh.
We were asking, did it have Nicolas Cage?
I don't know, but they're doing a third movie.
Oh my
which
gosh.
I would assume would have to have him.
This is
so this is a
so
TV
beyond.
series that will tie in to the third movie.
So a spin-off series with a young kid.
You know, it's really inspiring. We were just talking about it last week. We were like, let's just steal something and go solve the mystery of Jesus. The Da Vinci Code.
Yeah. Let's go, Rob.
Like the Da Vinci Code is just like, it's just trying to be a more realistic National Treasure movie. Like, I remember when I saw it, I was like, isn't this just National Treasure? But
with Tom Hanks.
Tom Hanks instead of Nick Cage.
And Audrey Tautou.
Yeah, it was weird. Anyway. All right.
Will it be on the Disney Plus service?
Nicolas Cage.
I do believe so.
Okay, May 23rd for that pizza party. Is it going to be on Facebook, or do I just need to like Google and kind of find out, or do you know? Do you have a source?
Yeah, I think they have like a hashtag like virtual pizza party or something like that. It's the lady that played April O'Neil announced it the other day. They haven't said like any official time. They just said it will be sometime that day. So to be following all their social
see something
media
about
for more.
that this week. There's like things I'm trying to keep track of like for the show, and it sounds familiar, and I'm down. I'm gonna have to dress as April O'Neil. So
Hot on the case, so you better hurry up. There's no time to waste. We need help like quick on the double.
This was my year, man.
This was until a virus got
I
involved.
know, this was my April O'Neil like year. So it's fine.
A year of turd.
It's just gonna be next. It's already booked. April O'Neil's booked for next April.
Oh.
For Mile High Burlesque
Neil?
Festival
That's what I was going for.
2021 in Denver. If you want to book it and get some cheap flights to Denver now, I mean, I don't think we can book it for now, but in like 4 months, you should be able to book for Denver. And you can come see me perform at this stoner-themed weekend in Denver that Snoop Dogg is always hanging out. And this is at the Oriental Theater, so it's really nice and historic.
We should do a director's cut meetup over at
Heck yeah.
Armida's.
Yeah.
A director's cut radio meetup. Anybody that's a fan of the radio show or just a fan of Harley Quinn 505.
Armida's is on my OnlyFans.
Yeah. Okay.
They're a fan.
Armida's.
It's great.
Yes.
So great.
All right, so we'll have Armida. We could go to Armida's, which is a karaoke spot in Denver.
Very cool 2-story karaoke spot with really good, like, Mexican food.
It's not bad.
Considering it's a bar.
In Denver.
Yeah, it's good. It's really good. But it is, like, a really famous karaoke bar. They've been winning awards for, like, 18 years or something.
So let's do a director's cut meetup in Denver.
Let's do that.
That'd be fun for 420 weekend. You go? You want to go,
year.
Chris? Let's
Next
go.
year. We're planning
Sounds like a
2020.
plan, man.
2021.
We could all bunk in a room.
People are trying to. Well, I had a friend. We were talking about Disneyland. They were like, "Let's just plan a trip." I was like, "Do you even understand how many of the Club 33 people are already gonna rent the place out, and because they're millionaires?
Yeah.
Us small people are probably not getting into Disneyland anytime soon
For the next 14 years.
Yeah."
Like
They're taking reservations now for July.
I told you they're taking reservations. Like, we have to book it.
But we're going to die from coronavirus.
No, book it for like September or next year. I don't know.
We could do October.
This is madness.
Are they going to do the Jack Skellington crossover this year?
Is anything going to happen this year?
No.
We don't know. Someone thinks that a burlesque show is happening next weekend. Chris, I literally turned down a show. Ladies and gentlemen, I turned down a show. No, good. Yes, good. Thank you. Yes, thank you. I turned down a show because, one, I don't think it's responsible right now when New Jersey just went on a lockdown till the end of May. No, it's good. They're staying safe. Okay. Dan's trying over here with the sounds on his new soundboard. I don't know about that.
I'm Snow White now.
I don't know. Bippity boppity over here. So I just turned this down because I'm like, there's no way this is going to happen. There's no way you just think that, oh, yeah, people are just going to be able to hang out and not get disease-ridden. They're going to have straws like 6 foot long or something. It's just not going to be normal ever
6 foot
again.
long straw?
Yes. They don't want you to walk up to the bar. There's going to be some really weird... The cats are running. They're already weird. It's not going to be good. And they're saying, oh, it's only an hour set. Guess what? The girl that's running the show, she's performing in it twice. Who performs in their own show twice?
Someone that really wants to be on stage?
She's also a new producer.
Someone that really wants to be on stage.
She's also been a performer 6 months.
Someone who really, really, really wants to be on stage.
Yeah,
Keep going.
This is the problem. Yeah, she wants kids to get into performance because she works for the public school systems.
She wants kids to get into burlesque?
Yes, basically. She's a new performer, by the way. Did I say that? That she's only been doing this like 6 months? Yeah, exactly.
That's when you use that bell.
You don't dip one foot in the water and then become president.
No.
Unless...
Well, it happened.
Well, you're fired.
You're fired. Great.
He's like, I want to be the ultimate fire person. I want to be the president.
I want to be the president to fire everyone.
Was that Don's idea?
Maybe that's
Thank
it.
you, Don.
He just... his catchphrase got to his head.
Mr. T to a whole new level.
Donnie
He's like,
T.
I want to be Mr. T. I'm waiting for that cereal.
Mr. T
It's
cereal?
going to be cheese puffs.
Hello, Mr. T.
Anyways,
All right.
Back to the storyline, which I don't know. Yeah.
All right, well, there you go.
Yeah, there you
Anything
go.
else, Chris?
Well, in Fed Magic news, Dan,
Oh,
you
yeah.
have to say
No,
rest
no.
in peace to Roy.
Yeah.
That's really sad.
And then
Little Richard?
yesterday, yeah, bone cancer.
Oh, Richard as well.
But Roy died of coronavirus, right?
Yeah, complications, but he was already
also
sick.
he was also sick, yeah. Yeah.
Was he the one that got attacked by the tiger as well?
Yeah.
Oh, man.
Right.
He dealt a bad hand of cards at the end there.
Yeah. Tough life, man.
Well,
No,
I mean,
he
didn't really deal
he
with
did great up to a point. Once the tiger bit him, it all went downhill. But up until that day, he was the true Tiger King. Up to that day.
Dang, man.
But those two guys basically created what the Las
that was
Vegas
the obsession.
magician.
That started the obsession with people wanting tigers because they made it seem like it was normal.
Yeah, that too.
That's the problem that no one's really addressing with Siegfried and Roy, is that they're just kind of being praised because they were the first magicians, blah, 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 and they love them. Yes, cool, they love them. But
And they
made it seem they didn't really educate their audiences like, now. Like, people are like, and make sure this is not a pet, blah, blah, blah.
And they also kind of hid the fact that the tiger didn't attack him. They always say that the tiger tried to save Roy's life because he was having a stroke at the time, and the tiger wanted to relieve some of the blood from him to...
No, I never heard that.
That's the story that
Well, I mean, when I was a kid and saw it on the news, like, it was just right there, man. It was all over the TV, like, the whole week. It was when Mike Tyson's ear biting snack happened. I'm like 6 or 7, and my mom's screaming on the phone because my dad was down there trying to get the autographs, and I think he did before, but he was at the MGM. And just to see, this stuff on TV, like, it's on there. It's just right there. So I don't know if it was like a couple years ago. Now they're trying to say, oh, it wasn't an attack or whatever. But like the first story I heard was that he moved his hand a certain way and it made the tiger feel like he moved his hand in a way to ward off whatever, and I don't know, like the tiger felt threatened or thought he was playing. They said it was playful but aggressive play, and then it got, on accident aggressive.
I heard that it was trying to save his life because he was having a stroke, or that's what they were trying to say it was.
You 'cause you're dying.
He was doing CPR.
Oh, it's tiger CPR.
All right, we're going to take a break. When we come back, we're going to chat
White
Shark
tiger.
Boy and Lava Girl all after this on Director's Cut Radio, that show about movies.
Tigers and sharks and lavas, oh my.
The Director's Cut.
Offensive, obnoxious, disgusting. You want me to go on?
Insulting listeners since 2005. We're just a couple of guys who like movies.
It's strange at times to work with. They're insane. But, always fun.
The Director's Cut.
It's just fun!
Right above the station, I hear them all day long. They line up at my window, they grab 'em and they're gone. I see them packed and loaded, they come from miles around. And in my lonely room I sit and watch all the pretty girls leave town. Well, there's not much to do here. It's a sleepy little place where no one is a stranger and you recognize each face. Allured by the big city lights, it's hard to keep 'em down. And it's the same thing every day. I watch all the pretty girls leave town.
Yeah. You're listening to Director's Cut Radio. Each and every week we bring you the latest in Hollywood. My name is Dan. In the studio we have Steph Sugar, and on the phone we have Chris Maloney. Hello, you two.
Yo.
All right, so what? I guess before the break we were talking that we did see an old movie called Shark Boy and Lava Girl. I have never seen this movie before in my life.
I saw it years ago, and it's just weird rewatching movies with graphics that you once thought were cool. And then you're watching it now, and you're like, this looks like some sixth grader in 2008 learned graphics. It's so weird. It's so weird and dated just instantly in one scene. And then George Lopez acting. Woo! That's weird.
Oh, yeah, George Lopez.
Being a villain.
And also the good guy at the same time.
And still trying to be comedy George Lopez with, like, racial things.
Yeah, the subtle
Like,
racial jokes.
He's like, oh, but she smelled like a tamale. He didn't say that, but there's just, like, these weird things that just come up. And you're like, okay. Julia Roberts wouldn't have said that line.
I guess being in New Mexico, it kind of stands out a little more for us.
Yeah, because you're like, wow, racism.
Yeah. Wow.
There it is again.
It's like, I think the only people that it's supposed to be funny for is New Mexicans, and we don't find it funny at all.
Yeah, I know, and I forget, like, I look white, but I am actually a Lucero Gutierrez, and just my first two names are Stephanie and another white name.
Stephanie.
Very white names.
I am Stephanie.
I have two white names and two brown names.
What'd you think of the movie? Yeah,
Shark Boy and Lava Girl?
Lava Girl?
By the way, during the break, we came up with a scam.
Yeah,
it's called a break scam.
What's that? Go ahead.
And it's Shark Boy and Llama Girl.
Oh, yeah, we're going to do a puppet,
we
secular.
have a shark puppet for our magic shows, but now we're like...
We need to put Llama Girl in there.
We're like, okay, we're going to get Llama Girl.
Shark Boy and Llama Girl.
I'm gonna do something for the kids. I don't know. It's really weird seeing young Taylor Lautner. He's really trying to be. Yeah, he's like really trying to be an actor and stuff. And I think he really came through on Twilight, but he was
bad in Shark Boy and Llama Girl. It was terrible.
It was overdone.
Trying to be real tough.
He's a kid. He's trying to act. He's really trying to get that part. He did it, So there it is. I mean, I don't know. And then I don't know where the girl ended up. I'm really bothered that the story starts off with like how they're describing the characters and they're zooming in on the characters. And they're like, Lava Girl with her purple hair. And it's like hot pink. And I'm like, am I colorblind? Or are they stupid?
They're stupid.
Because I asked my kids, and then like the whole movie, I'm just distracted. Because I'm like.
They said purple hair.
I know. I'm like staring at this hair. I'm like, this is so hot pink.
Maybe we should
it's not even close to magenta.
Recolor correct the entire movie so that her hair is purple and see what the movie
and then just make a TikTok and be like, there, satisfied.
The hair is purple, but everything else is terrible colors now.
Terrible.
You can do that.
Just make the whole movie black and white and then just the hair is purple.
Yeah.
Because I don't think they described anything else by color.
The movie's terrible.
It's terrible.
It was laugh out loud terrible. Like, I enjoyed many moments because of how stupid and ridiculous it was. I enjoyed the movie. I liked it a lot. I'd watch it again, throw it on in the background when working again. But the first time I saw it, I really paid attention because the kids were watching it.
If I come across a couple of dry mushrooms, I might watch it again. But other than that, I'm kind of like, wow.
Fair enough.
Did you see it, Chris?
This movie make? I don't. I think I was out of the demographic it was intended for when it originally released. But didn't it make like a bunch of money?
Heck yeah.
Yeah, it made a crap load of money, and it was made in his garage.
Wow.
Isn't that one of the things about this movie is that Robert Rodriguez has gotten so lucky making movies for almost nothing. Like his first movie, El Mariachi, when he did it for $7,000 and built an entire career on it because he wrote a book about how he did like...
He didn't do Paranormal Activity, did he?
No. He did El Mariachi, which was a movie that he did for $7,000, and he went to a clinic and became a medical test subject for money to pay for his movie. And a book called Rebel Without a Crew was written about it. And he did that, made his money, and his intention was to create really bad movies, like B movies like this, quickly made for no money and sell them in Mexico, like just in theaters out there and just put them on in small screens. And I guess it got picked up somehow, and they ran with it, and he became very successful. Quentin Tarantino teamed up with him, and from there, he just now makes movies out of his garage. And
riches.
Yeah, he basically has his own film studio in Houston, I believe. And this movie was done in a big garage warehouse that he just rented in some warehouse district and flew out some celebrities and for a weekend shoot to do in front of green screens, which pretty much is no different than George Lucas.
So insane. It's a lot less money.
A lot less people working on it, but I think he was able to make enough money off this that he could hire a crap load of people.
Yep.
So, Shark Boy and Lava Girl lives on.
Speaking of Robert Rodriguez and George Lucas, Robert Rodriguez is now, I guess he's already done it, but has directed an episode of The Mandalorian for season 2.
Yeah.
So are they just kind of turning Mandalorian into like a pet project for celebrity directors?
Disney Star Wars.
Pretty much. I think it's what they got right now. So it's the only thing pulling people into that Disney Plus account.
Yeah, Mandalorian.
I mean, it makes sense. Like kind of like roulette or like just like celebrity shot my show.
Yeah,
hey, I'm gonna let you host my show this day. Like.
Yeah.
I think it'd be cool, but it's just, different and out there, and it is kind of work because you have to make sure you get somebody that actually knows how to carry it. So,
I guess it's just celebrity directors that are Star Wars fans that have a shot at doing something
And
cool.
they keep running into each other at the rich bar after work, and then they just start talking about, hey, man, I could really do. Yeah, you should.
Yeah, let's get you to do it next
man.
one. Come on.
Yeah,
That'd be
just come
great.
in. Screw it.
You made a tweet that was funny that had a reference to Star Wars. You're a big fan, it seems like.
Yeah, come on. I'll give you $2 million. Just come on. Come and do it real. 5 minutes. Let's go.
I'd be honored to be part of the Star Wars legacy.
That too.
Yeah. So they could pretty much get anyone. And then there's the big name directors that I don't think they'll ever get. Is like Tarantino. His name would be thrown in there, but
You touched him.
I did.
Well, they may still be doing the Star Trek.
I talked to him twice. I touched his hand twice. I shook his
Trekkies?
hand, came back and shook his hand again.
Trekkies, Star Wars, and Hobbits, man. It's all going down.
Hobbiteers?
It's everything. I think, well, and then Twilight. Everything is going to be so explosive.
Like
all
my
at once,
diarrhea.
Because this quarantine has made everything come out of the graves. Like, Twilight's coming out with a new book. Like, this is going to be vampires, hobbits, the stormtroopers. It's going to be the most epic whatever event happens first to where you can wear a costume. It's just going to be ridiculous. There's going to be so much fandom. I'm seeing so much online. It's crazy. Speaking of the TikToks and the onlines, we also watched movie trailers yesterday. And we actually did watch the full movie trailer for Scooby-Doo. Have you seen it, Chris?
I've seen bits and pieces of it on the television while, doing stuff around the house.
Yeah, we just looked it up on YouTube because I realized we hadn't seen it. But that one is going straight to streaming, right? I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah, at the end slate, it pops up and says streaming, whatever
Yeah.
date.
And it looks kind of cute. So we were looking at the comments because you just, you want to see what people think of the trailer. I guess that's how they're going to be critics starting off. And they're super mad that Shaggy didn't say like and that Scooby didn't say rut-row. So those...
I thought I heard him say rut-row.
I thought I did too. I thought I heard adult Scooby say it, but kid Scooby... also, there was someone that was concerned that Scooby didn't have a kid voice when Scooby was a pup, and that he has the same voice. And that kind of bothers me too. So I'm like, all right, well, that's 3 things I'm going to look out for right off the bat when I see this movie. But
it's got Tracy Morgan as Captain Caveman. Come on.
Really?
Yeah.
That's cute. Captain Caveman's cool.
So I'm on board for that alone.
So speaking of the TikToks, so there's the Don't Rush challenge where people are passing the makeup brush or they're passing an item and it bleeds into another video and it all kind of looks cohesive and people start off with like no makeup and then they cover up the screen and it shows them and then ta-da, they're done. And it's like a little magic show. Cool, right? So Margot Robbie, Scarlett Johansson, Rosie Perez, countless, Gal Gadot, I think, countless other celebrities and their stunt doubles that have done work in their movies and stuff, action movies. They did their own no rush challenge, but they called it, was it the Boss Babes or Boss? Yeah, the B word.
Boss?
Yeah.
Yeah, maybe.
I think it was like a Boss challenge or Boss Babes challenge, but it might have been the other B word, not Babes. They had a really cool video where they're punching this, like it looks like they're punching and it blacks out the screen and then it looks like they're all punching each other and they're all in like this fight. It looks really cool. And they made a big giant chain and Margot Robbie, for her scene, she goes to reach for a weapon and she reaches for her Harley bat and then she swings it at the camera and then like Bo Derek's in there, like all kinds of people, like stunt doubles, and I'm like, it makes me want to be a stunt double if my body was in better shape and had more time. I'm like, this would be cool, just like stay in shape and you get to hang out with the chick that's portraying to be the actual chick.
Yeah.
And you're the one doing all the moves. It's like, oh yeah, I did all the moves for Charlize Theron. Yeah, I'm the atomic blonde. That's me. It's actually.
I'm actually the atomic blonde.
Like I think it'd be really cool, like for stunt doubles to, just like tell people that's actually me. It's not Charlize Theron.
It was kind of a good.
It was a good video though. The problem I had with it was that it was edited in iMovie, and whoever put it together, they should have made everyone record theirs in widescreen. So that way when they put it in iMovie, it fits to screen when it's fully edited and put together. Yeah. The problem was they recorded it in vertical, and you can't.
And then someone edited it small vertical and didn't do a full.
When you
could do the full.
In iMovie, it won't go to vertical.
You can't? Oh, nope. Well, they could probably edit it. They should have edited it in Premiere or something like that.
Yeah, no, it's a mess. It's a damn mess. So it's like there's certain videos that are zoomed in and they look really cool. Then you see the moves, and then like 80% of the rest of the videos are like, it's like small. It's like, like it makes you feel like you have a small phone, and then you're like, wow, I'm really staring at like an inch size.
Yeah, on a big phone, the full size is an inch high.
So the celebrities are trying to keep up with the 12-year-old is my point here.
Yeah, and the 12-year-olds are still winning.
And then
they're winning big time.
They finally jumped in.
The
celebrities finally are like, fine, guys. You know what? People are getting awards on TikTok for having like the most views, and they're like, these people are getting more views on their TikTok video than my movie, so we should probably get on TikTok. They finally get in it, and they still mess up. Yeah. Who let that happen? You're telling me you have millions and millions of dollars in a stunt double and production crews out the wazoo, and someone couldn't put this video together better than a 12-year-old? Okay.
Yeah.
Congratulations, Hollywood.
Well, maybe some 12-year-olds need to put out some resumes and start,
Some 12-year-olds need to get paid.
Exactly.
Hey, Chris Maloney, I think he can do. Hey, you know how to edit. We'll reach out. We're going to send Chris.
We actually have a team of people that are unemployed right now that we could put together as a TV show or channel or something like that. Because we have editors and videographers. That's what we need to do.
There's probably businesses that would really like to know the TikTok, and they're so frustrated that they don't know the TikTok.
Or you look like an old guy doing TikTok dances.
Oh, wow.
It just doesn't look right. Local radio DJ afternoon jock.
Oh, that guy.
Uh-oh.
Oh, yeah, he's totally next on the X-Nay list. He has to be, right?
I don't know. No, he crosses his T's and dots his I's and stays out of all drama.
Oh, and he prays.
That's it, too.
That, too.
But I think, he's just a really old guy that's trying to stay young and hip
remember,
and does really
strong.
awkward.
Oh, God. Strong.
I'm not going to talk about.
You know what I am going to talk about is we still have 200 new cases popping up every day.
Uh-huh.
And people were still out and about. On top of, now we've added 2 new levels to the hospital for patients.
Wow.
It's getting serious.
Let's take a break on that good news.
NM Strong. I want to call in and say that. Excuse me.
NM Strong. There you go. Let's take a break. We'll be back with more after this. We are Director's Cut Radio, that show about movies.
Being strong.
And talking a lot of schmack, it looks like.
The Guy Show about movies.
Don't you have any respect for yourself?
Seriously. Anything worth taking seriously is worth making fun of. The Director's Cut.
I wet my bed until I was 19. There's no shame in that.
Only half of our audience is below average. The Director's Cut.
Gimme. Give it up, a little piece of your love. Give it up. to your bed. Scared
You're
of the
listening to Director's
monsters
Cut
inside
Radio.
your
You know, each and every week we get latest in Hollywood. Yeah! My name is Dan. In the studio, we have the lovely Harley Quinn 505, Miss Steph Sugar.
And staying safe in his house, we've got Chris Maloney.
Mr. Maloney!
That's Captain Safety to you.
Captain Safety. Why are you called Captain Safety
Chris
today?
Post Maloney.
Because I'm safe in my house.
Chris Post Maloney.
Yeah.
You should actually become a postman so that could be your real name.
Oh my God! He can be Post Maloney.
You can be Post Maloney.
Chris!
You
can drive the mail truck at the training center. We can root for you through the fence.
I can learn to drive on the opposite side of the car.
Yes.
For real. No, Dan's dying to get a mail truck.
I want to get a mail truck as a vehicle.
And I'm totally down for it too. I think they're cool.
We could paint it really cool too. She's excited.
Why
We're
do you
looking
want
for
a mail truck?
Because why wouldn't you want a mail truck?
You can make it like
an ice cream truck, a burrito truck, a confetti truck. You just throw eggs at people.
You can even make like a mini lounge and have it in the back and have people show up
It's
and
a
just
stoner sesh truck. You just pull up and have like a little mobile sesh and you just leave.
That's actually really cool.
And if everyone has their card, it's legal.
And somebody that's
Yeah, it's parked.
Yeah.
Sober
sober person
I don't
driving.
think it is in a car.
Uh-oh.
Oh, it isn't?
Extension of your property, though. If we park. we
Yeah,
have
but
to
if
make
you're
sure
in a car.
Oh, if you're in a car. Yeah, I don't think so.
It's like the alcohol, you know?
Yeah, I guess no.
Well, I mean, I feel like having a gun in your car does not impair your ability to drive.
Well.
It may increase or decrease road rage. Depends on the person.
Yes, this is true.
This is terrible.
All right.
Well, you know
Well,
what?
our scam idea isn't working. We still want a mail truck.
I like what we're trying, and we just wanted to deliver the weed friends.
What?
Chris is like, no, you're not doing that. It's not legal.
I'm sorry to rain on your parade.
No, that's fine. We'll figure it out. Mail truck. Anyway, Chris Post Maloney. Idea is dead. It's done.
Yeah.
It's done. It's fine.
Chris Post
Yes.
Oh, I love it. All right,
okay,
that's
no,
it.
I just thought of, so instead of mail, what if he goes to work for Post?
Cereal?
Like the cereal company?
Apple Jacks?
You want to do that Honey Bunches of Oats commercial with me? With the hard hats? And they're like, Honey Bunches of Oats! And they're like yelling it. And they're like, with real clusters! Yeah, I love this. I eat every morning. And they're like,
Stupid. Did I just bang my tooth on the mic?
Post.
All right. What else, Chris? I think we're done with the show pretty much. Is there anything that you want to review or chat about?
I'll look up.
Well, I watched Super Size Me 2 this week.
Please
how
tell
was
me
it?
about
Something
that.
I didn't know existed.
I didn't
I'm
know
sorry?
that existed either, and I'm really interested in it now.
Well, you can watch it for free on YouTube. It follows Morgan Spurlock, our hero from the first one, as he quests to open his own fast food restaurant.
What?
And kind of shows you what goes into all that, and he decides to go into the chicken sandwich business.
Wow.
And you learn quite a bit about chicken in our country, and the labels and words we use to sell our food products. It's a little disappointing. It's a little sad, but it's very informative and kind of funny in its own unique way.
Cool.
And it's very eye-opening, and it definitely makes you hungry for a chicken sandwich.
Nice. I was just.
But I would say, go ahead, sorry.
Oh no, I was just craving corn dogs. That's what I was just gonna say.
Oh,
Okay.
okay.
All right. Dan fell off the wagon.
I did a little bit. All right. So you're gonna say?
I say watch Super Size Me 2.
Oh, okay.
Yeah, I want to watch
It's
it today.
free. You got the time. Why not? Yeah.
If you've got the time, go do the crime.
What?
Do it. Got time now.
Exactly.
Exactly. But all right, supersize
No,
me.
what else did we watch? Oh yeah, okay. Another thing, actually, speaking of YouTube, we discovered Mr. Tofu. It's a
Mr. Tofu?
Tofu. It's TFU, I believe. TFU or TIFU. Let me see. We discovered his YouTube based on a TikTok, and then I was like, wait, I want to see the full video. So then I looked up the name. Yeah, it's Mr. Tofu. It's TFUE. He has 1.6 million subscribers. He's got 24 million views on some of his videos, 97 million views. He makes like really insane swimming pool house things and lives off of the land and uses just one tool. And he just kind of basically shows you how you can just kind of rely on your body and your surroundings to survive and live in luxury. It's like really weird. It's like, look, I'm catching a fish with my bare hands and I'm cooking it and eating it and all this stuff, right? Making rice, and I made an indoor pool house with this one shovel and tool. But like, it's still luxurious as heck.
He's a carver.
And it's in the middle of nowhere. And he says he's from the USA. So it's not like he's someone, from like the Amazon that's like, born with these abilities. Like, it seems like this guy is a warrior from a time we don't deserve. And he's just like, look, guys, y'all can build this in 60 days. Why aren't you? So Mr. Tofu, look that up. It's really cool. It's just time-lapse videos of him doing crazy houses.
All right, and that's it for the show. Want to thank Chris Maloney. Want to thank Steph Sugar. My name is Dan. That was Director's Cut Radio, that show about movies. And
thanks.
Yeah.
The Director's Cut.
That was wonderful.
So good, even your neighbors had a cigarette. TheDirectorsCutRadio.com.